Welcome to It's Happening in Grand Prairie, Texas. We're delighted to welcome you to our very first taping during the new year. And this new year of 2010 or 2010, whatever you want to call it, is going to be very exciting for us because we're starting our program off with a very new image today. We're bringing the Grand Prairie Chamber of Commerce front and center so they won't miss a lick during the January of 2010. Welcome again, Miss Lynn McGinley.
Thank you so much. Miss Ruthie, I have a guest I want to introduce you to.
Oh, what a surprise.
This is Clayton Fisher.
Wow.
He's with Wells Fargo Advisors, and he's the new 2010 Chamber Board Chairman, and we are so delighted to have Clayton with us.
We just call him the chair, is that all right?
We can call him the chair. I'm good with that.
Or His Majesty the chair.
His Majesty the chair. I like that.
Oh, that's
There
good.
we
That's
go.
good,
That's a
isn't
good
it?
one.
That's
Yep.
wonderful.
Yep. And I want Clayton to talk a little bit about his vision for 2010 because we've been working for the last 4 or 5 months to make sure that we know where we're going in 2010 and how we're going to get there.
And would you give me permission to kind of delve into his past a little to see how familiar he is with Grand Prairie before the Chamber?
You dig as deeply as you want.
Okay, all right. We're going to go for broke then.
Hi,
Clayton.
Miss Jackson.
We're
Thanks for having me
delighted
on.
to
I
have you.
appreciate the opportunity to
Yes.
come on and talk about
Yes.
the chamber and exciting things.
Tell
Excuse me, exciting things that we're doing.
Tell us about the real Clayton.
The real Clayton grew up in Grand Prairie. And
Oh, how wonderful.
Grand Prairie ISD my whole entire life.
Name your parents.
Ronnie and Karen Fisher
How
in
wonderful.
North Grand Prairie.
Yes.
I won't give the address out because
Don't
I
do that.
you don't want
Don't do
everybody
that.
coming out and
No.
seeing them. But lived there in their whole life, and I live in the area with them as well.
And schooling.
Schooling, went to Eisenhower Elementary.
Oh, favorite
originally.
teacher there?
Miss Gallatin, kindergarten.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah.
You got
I
started
can name
out.
them all if you want me to.
Oh,
but
no,
for time, for time we'll do it
Yes,
another
yes.
day.
And then,
I went to Adams Middle School. And
favorite there?
Then, ooh, it's a good question.
You know, that was a real change when you go from elementary to...
It definitely was.
Oh, yes, because you got to stay in the other place for 5 wonderful years. But you'll think of someone when I get you to where you go from Adams.
Grand Prairie High School.
There was no 9th grade center then.
There was no 9th grade center there.
Oh,
no, ma'am.
oh.
And Miss
that-
Farr was my favorite teacher at Grand Prairie.
Oh, English in the best of the world.
Oh, perfect.
Excellent. Has been so important to Grand Prairie.
It's very important.
And after Grand Prairie High School,
went to SMU.
SMU?
Graduated from SMU.
you're a big old Mustang.
Big old Mustang.
Yes.
Go ponies.
That is
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Majoring in?
Finance.
No wonder he goes to Wells Fargo and all this other good stuff. That
There
is
you go.
wonderful.
Yes.
That is really great, and we're so proud of you. As what has it been like to tutor under the auspices of Lynn and all of your board, and working up toward from chair to the chair position?
Well, it's been an exciting time. You know, like I said, we've lived in Grand Prairie my whole life, and so I've known a lot of people that I've built a relationship in the chamber with. But
Yes.
Lynn and her staff, and
Isn't that good?
Oh, they're great. I mean, it's just a pleasure working with them. They're always exciting. They're always got new ideas, and they've got some really unique ideas for 2010 that I think that really the chamber members and the business community for the most part are going to be extremely glad to take a part of, and we're excited to start working with them on that.
And when they had the retreat and you had to go out and learn all of these good things, and it got closer to time that you were going to be in charge, so as the chair, what'd you think?
Well, it was a little nerve-wracking at first.
Yes.
Yeah, but everybody's been very kind and very
Good.
very nice to me, and like I said, working with Lynn and the staff, they've kind of prepared me for some of the things that I need to do.
And you've taught them how to kiss your ring and do all of the
Yeah,
things to make you happy.
we're still working on the official nickname,
That's
but
good.
Chair Majesty would be okay for me. But.
Chair Majesty, isn't that going to be good? Is that enough from him, or do you want me to go into the dissertation? Are you ready to start with our official list on
Well,
this?
you know that I'm always ready to talk about the chamber. But
Let's
let me
go.
say one more thing about Clayton and
All right.
this new leadership board we have. Clayton is a young man and came to us as a young leader, and he is an incredible young man that we wanted to lift up in the community. But be assured that we have put behind him a very experienced, very influential executive board to help him in his year.
Good.
And that's going to make a huge difference, I think, in his growth and in the chamber growth as well. And we're extremely pleased with this executive board and our board this year.
Good. You look real smiley today, like you think everything's going to work just right for you and the Chamber of Commerce in 2010.
Absolutely. We're going to have a fabulous year this year.
Let's talk about
We're going to start with our sustaining members.
Oh, please.
Who just do a great job for us. They pay $2,500 above their dues, and then a lot of these members, depending on their level, donate to different events and sponsor different events.
Yes, they do.
So that we can sustain the chamber, and we appreciate that. That helps the businesses who may be smaller businesses or who might not be doing as well, especially in this economy. It helps the chamber stay strong so we can be a resource for those businesses and for the community.
Wonderful.
So let's thank them. Our gold sponsor is Encore Electric Delivery,
yes,
who, by the way, is a charter member of the chamber, and we are this year, as you know, celebrating our 65th anniversary.
Yes.
So Encore's been with us for 65 years. JMH Printing, Texas Trust Credit Union, B. Dunn and Company, the City of Grand Prairie, couldn't do without them.
That's it.
Grand Prairie Ford, Haynes and Boone, Lockheed Martin Missile and Fire Control.
They're wonderful.
They're incredible people.
They are.
Yes, they're great community corporate citizens.
They're a clean community business.
Yes, they
Yes,
are. Medical Center of Arlington, who is in a neighboring city, but who supports Grand Prairie at an amazing level. Nokia Theater at Grand Prairie, Sunbelt Self-Storage, Texas Health, Arlington Memorial Hospital, and the Thompson Group Classic Chevrolet.
That's wonderful. I'm so pleased with all of these for you.
We are very pleased.
They're a
Absolutely.
godsend to the chamber.
Absolutely,
Yes.
they have been.
Yes. Ann?
I'm going to let Clayton, I think Clayton he got a chance to answer questions and do Q&A, but he didn't get a chance to talk about his year. So we're going to let him do that for a minute.
All right, let's do that for a minute.
Sure. No, and I'm first off, I'm extremely excited and privileged to be the chairman for this year. I think we've got a lot of good things planned for the year, and really our key goal for this year is to be a primary business resource for the business community, and allow to do events and allow the opportunity for some of these chamber members to really grow their business, expand, create relationships. Excuse me, I'm a little cold. But for the most part, we want to make sure that they have every opportunity to grow their business to every capable possibility. And some of the things that we're doing are business seminar topics like networking 101, customer service, marketing in general. Some things that some of these chamber members can come by and some of the non-chamber members can come by and really maximize their chamber membership, or they can start growing and expanding as much as they want to, and put some of these key topics in front of them so that they have the opportunity to do so.
Well, your Chamber of Commerce has the ability and has a reference of making bonding groups.
Mm-hmm.
You have all these little bonding groups, little nests that you all have through the chamber that work through some of the most exciting things. And so I'm so glad that you're going to be there stirring that stick and coming up with new bonding groups.
Oh, sure. And it's a fun opportunity. I mean, more important, important is to grow the business and for us to offer the opportunity to do that. But it's a fun opportunity for you to come by and meet people, meet exciting people that are like you. And meet new people that are outside of your normal realm of daily daily routine. So again, like you said on the nest, there's definitely certain people that you come to and you see at the chamber and you have a good time with. But there are also opportunities to meet new people and meet new relationships and start moving forward in that regard as well too.
Well, since you all schedule everything from early morning and I mean real early morning activities to real late. And even in the middle of the day, you come in at lunch and do things like this. What's this going to do to your business schedule?
Well, obviously
you're not going to do a pitiful Paul for me, are you?
No, and
you'll work it out. Won't you?
Your chamber membership is as much as you want it to be.
Yeah.
We make every opportunity to offer breakfast, lunch, and after hours things.
Boy, do you!
Yeah. So not everybody can come to every single opportunity out there. But there's certainly opportunities for you to come and take part. So
wonderful.
While you may not be able to do a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner with us, you may maybe just be a lunch. We'll still be glad to see you.
That's wonderful. What about the business exchange breakfast?
Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh, that's your favorite? That's so early in the morning. Isn't that wonderful?
It is wonderful. And it's amazing to me. One of the best attended business exchange breakfasts was a few months ago when we had ice all over the ground.
Really?
It was it's like, what are you people thinking? But these guys love to come to Business Exchange Breakfast. We do some of the most fun things there. You talk about bonding. We do a lot of fun things there that we call ice breakers, so that people can really get to know each other, not on the surface, get to know each other. And I know that meeting is successful when we end at 9 o'clock, and at 10 o'clock I still have people in there and they're talking business. That's when I know that we're doing the right thing, and that Business Exchange Breakfast is creating money for our members, and that group is growing. Now, the next one is tomorrow, Friday. Yes. And we're going to do some really fun things, but we're going to have a special, okay, this is the teaser. We're going to have a special photo op tomorrow, but everybody that comes needs to be prepared to lay on the floor. That's all I'm going to say about that. So come, bring your business cards, and be prepared to lay on the floor, and we're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow, and we're going to do some business. We really will.
Well, I was going to say
it'll be a clean floor.
That this group, you're building faith. You're building faith in each other.
Absolutely.
I was going to say that till you mentioned the floor problem, so we may have to have we may have to do bravery and faith.
Bravery and faith. Courage and faith. That gets us a long way, don't you think?
Yes, it does. That
Absolutely.
gets you right down the pike. Okay.
You know what? This month's monthly luncheon is going to be so great because in the past, we've installed our board of directors and the membership doesn't necessarily get to see them. This January, we're going to do installation at the monthly luncheon. We're going to recognize our outgoing members of the board. We're going to introduce the new board, and we're going to ask the new board to pledge themselves to this year their commitment to the chamber. And we were going to do that in front of the membership. So I would invite you to come and don't miss that event.
Money, marbles, and chalk to get in?
Money, marbles, and chalk. No, we require cash money, credit, or a good promise that you're going to pay later. Yes, reservations. $20 is the cost of the luncheon, but you get a $5 discount if you make a reservation the Friday before the luncheon. Good. So the date of that luncheon is January the 20th, 11:30 at the Ruthie Jackson Center. And please join us. We're going to have a great day.
Sounds like that's going to be a fun time.
Yes.
All right.
And another fun time is, and you need to come to this because I want to see you on a motorcycle. Is that we're going to have our business after hours with Joe Rodriguez and his folks down at Renegade Motorcycles, down there on I-20 at Great Southwest, just west of Great Southwest. And we always have a great time there. Joe does a really good job welcoming us. We always have lots and lots of door prizes. But mainly, this is a place for you to come and network and let people know who you are and what your business is doing so that you can grow your business.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. The business after hours, then, I'm going to put that on a priority list.
You need to. I want to picture you on that motorcycle. One of those really, stretch ones. Come prepared. I'm not making you lay on the floor.
Okay, that's good enough then. I'll exchange the motorcycle for the floor.
There you go.
All right. And how about the community awards?
Well, the community award, that's another exciting time, and this is something that you should put on the priority list too, Ms. Jackson.
Okay.
Next Thursday night, January 14th at the Ruthie Jackson Center. I'm sure you know where that is. But
found my way there.
Yeah. At 6 o'clock, we're going to have the annual award ceremony and dinner. And it gives us the opportunity to really honor the stars and the heroes of our community, the people over the last year, and really past the last year that have really made a difference in the community and made Grand Prairie the city it is today. So it's a great opportunity for us to come and celebrate. And this year's theme is a evening at the Oscars. So we're going to have a little fun, and we're going to dress up, having some holiday attire. Or, I'm sorry, Hollywood attire. I'm still in the holiday spirit. But,
that's good.
But the tickets are $55, and that gets you the ceremony and then the dinner, and
the works.
Obviously a great time to meet more people and kind of have some fun with it at the beginning of the year. So that's a really good event that we're really hoping for a good turnout on.
That's wonderful, and you'll get to just flourish that night.
I hope so.
Yes,
I hope
yes,
so.
you will.
I look forward to it, and then next month in February, on February 6th, 4th, I believe, Thursday, February 4th, again at the Ruthie Jackson Center. We're going to be holding the annual State of the City, where it gives us the privilege of listening to Mayor England speak about the things that are happening in Grand Prairie, and looking forward to 2010 and some of the things that we have planned in the city. So it's a good way for us to hear about what's going on in the city.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so
you want to comment on that?
You know, I do. We're adding something to State of the City, which we kind of did to add a little fun to the event. Not that the mayor's not fun, and not that we don't always have a great time at State of the City.
Yeah.
But it's a kick up your heels kind of night, as you'll see when you get the invitation. But we're adding a community auction.
Good.
To the State of the City.
Good.
So we're going to be asking for auction items, and when you provide an auction item, we take that, and the money that we get from that goes to support our program of work. But more importantly, it allows people to try your products.
Yes.
And if you believe in your product, you need to make a donation to the chamber auction, because once somebody tries your product and they believe in it, not only will they buy it again, but they'll tell others about it. So it's really an important community auction. And I like the fact that because this specific event, we have the entire community come out. It gives us a better range of reach for the auction. So we're very excited about that.
Yes. You want to talk anything about the chamber website or any of the wonderful opportunities they have if they become members of the chamber?
Yes, I do. The couple of things. The website is about to change, and I want to thank Matt Delaney at Beyond Web Solutions. He has donated his time. He's donated the hosting. He's donated all of the time that it takes to work with us and get that website up. It's www.grandprairiechamber.org, and if you like the old website, go look at it now, because we're about to change it.
That's a challenge.
So that's the main thing I wanted to say is we're going to be updating that website, and there'll be lots of new things on there.
I want to thank you all for today, for coming out in what someone called it inclement weather, and it's cold as Dallas, but it's
cold.
Wonderful in Grand Prairie, Texas today. And thank you all for doing everything for the chamber that makes you all not only glorious, but you make the city glorious.
Thank you.
And thank you for bringing Clayton with you.
Absolutely, it was my pleasure.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank
We'll
you
see you
very
next
much.
month.
Ms. Jackson.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with the rest of our show.
Have you ever heard of a styrofoam cup that costs $500? Well, it can if you do this, or if this happens. Littering is against the law, and you can be fined up to $500. Repeat the offense, and you could face a fine of up to $2,000 and 180 days in jail. It gets worse. Discarding trash that weighs more than 5 pounds is considered illegal dumping and carries an even steeper fine. So please, don't litter.
Grand Prairie, be a part of the solution.
Please, don't litter.
Por favor, de no tirar basura.
Grand Prairie, be a part of the solution.
Come on now, don't litter.
Grand Prairie, be a part of the solution.
All of Grand Prairie joins me in saying, please don't litter.
Grand Prairie, be a part of the solution. Grand Prairie, be a part of the solution.
Welcome back, and we're very excited. We have the Grand Prairie Arts Council expert of not only last year, but for the upcoming year of 2010. And we're so pleased to have Libby Clausen back. Madam Executive Director, what's happening in the Arts Council?
Well, thank you so much. We had such a wonderful inaugural year in the Uptown Theater and 30th anniversary in 2009, and we are so excited about 2010.
All right.
But what we wanted to tell folks about today here on your show, Miss Ruthie, is our annual Shining Star Ruthie Awards that we award each December.
Yeah.
And those were, of course, named in honor of you, Miss Ruthie, who is the original Shining Star of Grand Prairie.
Oh, my.
And we started these 3 years ago, and we present them in a dessert reception before our Christmas show. So this year we did it on December 12th.
Yes.
And we had 17 recipients this year, and we have different categories that we honor. They are the people who've really worked to support the arts in our community. Some of them are Arts Council board members, some of them are community members, and others are business leaders in the community who have really supported the arts. And you inspired us to do these awards, and we're so glad you did. We give them a beautiful little star, a clear star with their name and the award on it.
I love those.
It's just beautiful. Everybody
Yes, it
really
is.
appreciates it. And we do everything from best actor and visual artist and choreographer, things that involve our actual productions,
Yes.
as well as youth participant, because we love to encourage our youth. We have an award, People's Choice, which the audience gets to vote on at our summer musical, which is their favorite participant in the summer musical. We have a President's Award. I take a little executive privilege and give executive director awards for those folks who have really helped me this year run the Arts Council. And then also a new one that we started last year that's really close to my heart is our Outstanding Business Partner, which we named the Johnny Arnold Award after Johnny Arnold and Arnold Brothers Dry Cleaning, who was the first recipient last year.
Yes.
So that's a new category we have to honor our business leaders. And this year with that award, we honored our landlords, which are Margaret Hale and B.B. Bingham at Ships Ahoy. And they rent us the little unit next door to the Uptown, which we call the Arts Council Studio, for a very reasonable rate that has just really been a blessing to the Arts Council.
It's so close to the source.
Yes,
close to the source.
And they were special recipients this year. So we are really pleased each year to have a way now to honor those who really are the shining stars of the arts community in Grand Prairie.
And I know they get some recognition when they participate in so many things, but this is for them very special, and they are so excited, and their eyes are so sparkling when they come up to receive their awards, and it's just really a moving ceremony. And then they go in to see whatever you have to offer culturally, and it makes it a wonderful evening.
Well, thank you. Yes, ma'am. It really is, and it's always special that you're there with us to honor our recipients as well.
Yes. And go ahead with your presentation then, and at the end you're going to save me 2 minutes to talk about a parade and something else.
Yes, ma'am. Moving into 2010, we are so excited to let people know that season tickets are now on sale for our 2010 theater season. And they need to go ahead and purchase their season ticket package. For as low as $40, you will get to see 6 Arts Council productions at the Uptown Theater this year. So you can't beat that. Our first show is the end of January, so people need to go ahead and purchase those packages now before our first show. So you get the whole season package and you get a discount on your tickets. And what you'll get this year with that package is Always Patsy Cline coming up in January, Disney's Beauty and the Beast coming up in June, Little Women, the musical version, coming up in September, and then Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory is our Christmas show next year. And then we have 2 bonus shows, and you get free tickets to our bonus shows when you purchase your season ticket package. And we are doing the female version of Neil Simon's The Odd Couple in the little studio theater at the Uptown in March. That'll be a real fun kind of theater in the round, real intimate setting. And then also our summer children's theater production this year goes along with our Beauty and the Beast theme. We are producing Missoula's Beauty, Lou, and the Country Beast in July. So you get 6 tickets for as low as $40. So we want people to go ahead and go to our website at artsgp.com, or they can call the Uptown Theater box office at 972-237-UPTN and go ahead and purchase their season tickets now.
Oh, wonderful.
And then we also, another opportunity that we'd like the public to know about, along with our season tickets and all of our theater productions, we produce a playbill for each show.
Oh, you do?
And we are now soliciting season ads.
Oh,
and we would love, it's a way to support the arts as well as get your message out to really community-minded patrons who come to our theater productions. And for as low as a quarter-page ad of $140, you can get an ad in 7 different playbills throughout the year, and over 14,000 people could potentially see your ad. So we really want to offer that to the community as a way to support the arts, but you really get something in return. It's an ad in our playbill that people look at while they're at the theater, they take it home with them, and they keep them.
And that's a good fundraiser for you.
Yes, ma'am. It is a wonderful fundraiser for the arts and a great way for the community to support the arts. So those are 2 things we are really excited about. We have a great 2010 season ahead of us. It's all unfolding right now. I'm setting up our concerts in the park, as well as our summer program for the kids, as well as our art shows throughout the year. So this is really our planning phase, but we are already in rehearsals for Always Patsy Cline. It is going to be a wonderful show starring Susan Metzger, who's been on the Arts Council stage before. She was Marion in The Music Man, and she is just a phenomenal Patsy Cline. So it's going to be real exciting.
That's wonderful. Now, do you have anything that you need to help you in getting new members, new board members, Anything that you need coming down the pike, give me a
Well,
pitch.
you bet. We always would love to have Arts Council volunteers. If you would like to volunteer, please call the Arts Council at 972-642-2787. And we are setting up our board for 2010. We are always adding board members.
Yes.
Anyone who thinks they might want to make the commitment to really get involved, we'd love to have them, as well as members. If you're not already a member of the Arts Council, when you become a member, you get our postcards that we send
Yes.
out, you get our emails that we send out. You really become involved in the arts. You get your name listed in all the programs and all of our promotional pieces, as well as that's one of our major ways that we earn funds throughout the year is our membership. So we definitely want to call you a member. So you can contact us the same way. You can also go online to our website at artsgp.com and find a membership form there. Everything you need to know about the Arts Council is on our website.
And if you're unable to become a member, but you have a little time, do you need volunteers ever?
Oh, we definitely do. We always need lobby help. The Uptown
Yes.
provides staff, lobby volunteer staff, but we like to have our own volunteers there as well to
Yes.
have enough volunteers. We always need backstage help at our theater productions. We need help throughout the year with all of our different events. Coming
Yeah.
up in the summer, we need volunteers to help with our summer program. So you bet. If you don't have the money to give us of your time. It would be absolutely great. That's how we've made it the past 30 years, is the use of volunteer board. I'm the only paid employee. Everything else is done by volunteers. So we'd love to have everybody join us.
And you're worth it. You are worth it.
Well, thank
If
you.
you'll excuse me a moment, I'll make these little announcements. Then if we have time left, we'll come back, and if there's anything else you want to talk about the Arts Council, you are the Arts Council. If you'll excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
And we have 3 wonderful announcements to make to you. January is the Martin Luther King Parade on the 18th. And if you'll meet at the Liberty Bell at 10 o'clock, if you get there a little bit earlier, you may get first place in the line. We would like to have you help join us salute to a very special man that's been very important, not only to Grand Prairie, but to this state and to this nation. And secondly, February is Black History Month, so watch our show. We hope to have somebody very exciting to be the star during Black History Month for that month. And also the Friends of the Library is having their clearance sale at the main library, and it's going to be on January the 23rd, 2010. From 9 a.m. until 5 p.m., a lot of good bargains. Come on down. The Warmacks will be glad to see you, and all of the members of the Friends of the Library will thank you just very much for coming and joining us at that time. And now, back to our guest. Anything else that you want to talk about?
Just want to remind people, get your season tickets now. It's the best value around. We've got some great shows coming up. Please join the Arts Council. Visit our website at artsgp.com. Get all the information. We have something going on almost every month of the year now. So if you're looking for something to do in Grand Prairie, we're the place to find it.
Do you take all of the members of the Arts Council and draw one person from that as the lucky person that joined the Arts Council, and then next year they'll get a freebie or something like that for the Arts Council? Could we do something like that and really stir the people up to
We sure
become
could.
members?
That is a great idea, Miss Ruthie. I love that. You're always giving me great ideas. We will certainly pursue that. That's a great idea.
And that way one person will be the star of that night because they had joined our wonderful Arts Council.
I love that. Thank you. That would be a great idea.
Thank you for all the things you do. You're just really special to Grand Prairie, and you're just culturally valued in Grand Prairie, Texas. And
Thank you.
my salute to your sweet husband that doesn't have to tote things around anymore. And this is Ruthie Jackson reminding you that it's happening in Grand Prairie, and we're glad to start off this new year when it's happening to you and us. So join the Arts Council, and we'll be so happy to welcome you to a very special happening in Grand Prairie, Texas. Thank you for watching our show.